Dear friends, today I would like to talk about history of ham radio, how it has emerged. Ham radio or amateur radio, ham radio, why it is called like ham radio. Even if we refer the book ARRL or Radio Society of Great Britain's manuals, we may not be able to figure out why it is so called exactly how this name has come as ham radio. But according to some notion, H for heads, A for Armstrong, M for Marconi. These three scientists have contributed and they developed this activity the initial days because of their discoveries and their hard work. Today we are enjoying all the facilities of communication. Today, whether it is a star plus or star minus or cell communication, all these things are basically they are associated, connected with their interventions, investigations. A Danish scientist, Ørsted, Hans Christian Ørsted, he contributed many things in the field of electricity and magnetism. He was quite popular in the 19th century. He used to attract many audience. In his speeches, he has become quite popular. Accidentally, he has investigated, discovered the relation between electricity and magnetism. He was participating in a demonstration in a lecture. Involuntarily, he kept the compass beneath the wires and switched on the power supply. He noticed the power supply when it switched on, when electrons are started moving through the conductor, which led to the deflection in the meter compass, and immediately switched off the power and noticed the needle in the compass, it has come back to normal position. Immediately he realized that there is a concrete relation between electricity and magnetism. He could able to track and also direction of electromagnetic waves by using the compass. Till then, the scientists used to believe that there is no relation between electricity and magnetism. These both two are different sciences. They are not unrelated. But because of his new discovery, which clearly, in a practical manner, showed there is a concrete relation between electricity and magnetism. Later, Michael Faraday, a scientist, Scottish scientist, he has contributed and discovered many things with regard to electricity and magnetism. Because of his poor family background, unable to continue the basic formal schooling, he came out of school at the age of 13 years, and he joined for his livelihood in a binding shop. There he could, whenever he finds books relating to the electricity and magnetism, used to read at night times. It's continued his passion. And the later stages, he has discovered many things with regard to electricity and magnetism. And he investigated thoroughly and discovered about electromagnetic waves. And later in the days to come, Maxwell mathematically proved the relation between electricity and magnetism. After his death, after death, after 5 years of his death, and 15 years of his uh, discovery, after his work, a scientist, Hertz, he has made a spark gap transmitter, and using his spark gap transmitter, he has created electromagnetic waves in the frequency of 150 megahertz, and the signals, electromagnetic waves, which he produced through his tiny crude model, they could travel in the space, it could travel in the free air up to 60 meters, 60 feet, in fact 60 feet, that's 20 meter. He could able to calculate the length of the wave, electromagnetic wave, which he generated. And later, Marconi entered into the field. Marconi, a scientist from Italy, he made many contributions, developed the spark gap transmitter, and he could able to increase the range. But in Italy, he has not received that much of response from the government side. He shifted his address to England. There he continued his experiments. The British government, they have encouraged him in many ways, and subsequently he has enhanced the range of the spark gap transmitter. And one fine day, he has given a demonstration with his associates. He could able to send the signal over the English channel, and ultimately has succeeded in his final attempt, sending the signal over the Atlantic Ocean. Thus, thus the radio communication of new era started. After the Titanic disaster of Titanic ship, it has become mandatory to introduce radio sets in every ships. And it's mandatory for them to monitor the signal on 24 hours basis. Graham Bell telephone was prior to this. Graham Bell invented a telephone, but telephone it works with the help of wires. But there are many other areas in many other places. For example, a ship cruising in the mid of the sea, it is very difficult to communicate to the shore. In the similar manner, people from the shore, they cannot communicate with the ship cruising in the mid of the water. In the similar manner, if a person going to the trek Himalayas, or matter of fact, for any trekking, it is very difficult to communicate with his base station. Without the help of wireless communication, it is very difficult. Similar manner, these telephones networking, establishing the telephone network in the forest, it's not possible. And like this, many areas, the telephone communication is not possible. Laying the wires, it's a very difficult task, Herculean task, many areas. After intervention of wireless communication, space technology was also developed, or otherwise, a pilot cannot talk to ground station, establish the communication link with the ground station without the help of wireless communication. In the similar manner, this wireless technology has helped the scientist in the ground station controlling the racket in the space. In the similar manner, scientists could able to take the photographs of Mars, such a course of the Mars, the planet which is in course of kilometers away from the Earth. So these are all things happened because of the intervention of wireless communication device. Earlier, there was no licensing system. Marconi heads and the other scientists, they built the transmitters, and they had intercommunication. With the discovery of later stages, the discovery of the harmonic valves, Sir J.F. Fleming discovered the diode, and Lee Forrest discovered the triode. With the discovery of triode, the entire scenario, communication scenario was changed. Prior to that, only spark gap transmitters, they could able to communicate with some sparks, some Morse code type of communication. But with the intervention of triodes, which ultimately led to the voice communication, the triodes helped them to develop amplifiers, amplification, and also oscillations. You completely full system of communication has emerged, amplitude modulation. And later in the days to come, tetrodes and pentodes are also have been discovered. All these components helped to improve the communication system. And those days, when after the intervention of pentodes, the people they thought, and scientists, which includes scientists also, all the discoveries have been find out, completed, and there is nothing to be there to discover now. Everything it has been established. They thought in such a manner, but later it has proved these discoveries and interventions, there is no stop, there is no full stop. Continuously new things are coming in the field of electrons, which is changed our life, entire life. The electrons has penetrated almost in all spheres of fields, branches, mechanical field, electrical field, and medical field, in everywhere, space technology, the electronics is the field. It is penetrating almost. Later, in those days, the crude models have changed. The new version of communication and technology has emerged. Licensing system, in those days, the licensing system was not there. Because of proliferation of stations, the problem of interference to the mainstream of services caused, and which led to some regulations. The international regulations, ITU started, International Telecommunication Union, to have inter-coordination between various countries. In the similar manner, in each and every country, wireless planning coordination wings have been formulated to control the communication, and to issue of licensing system has started. In India, the first license was issued in 1921. Almost it's 100 years have been elapsed. The first license was awarded to a West Bengal radio operator, and now today ham radio operation, it has become a very popular hobby worldwide. At about more than 30 lakh amateur radio operators are there. Now I would like to continue in the next episode about the ham activity in India, how it is developed, and how it is developing.